Okay guys, it seems like a good number of you had some problems with the exercises this week, so let me give you a few pointers with these little videos. So the first one is exercise entitled Essayez, and for the first few questions right here you have to start it with est-ce que, okay? That's one way to ask a question. So you have the statements that are there. For example, vous mangez au resto U, okay? That's a statement that you want to, that means you are eating at the university restaurant. What you want to do with that is to ask the question, are you eating at the university restaurant? Okay, so what you do, you start with est-ce que, okay, S, make sure you spell it right, ce que, you put QUE if your next word starts with a consonant, and that's the case right here. Vous is going to be a consonant, so est-ce que vous, and then finish the statement, manger au resto U, question mark, est-ce que vous mangez au resto U? So what you see, the statement stays the same. In front of it, you put est-ce que. Sometimes you put est-ce que apostrophe if it starts with a vowel. Okay? So that's the case right here. Est-ce que apostrophe. Like this, because it starts with a vowel, il, and so on after this. Alright? So for this, it should be okay. And then there shouldn't be any surprises with that. Now we'll get with the inversion. Inversion, that means you're going to invert your subject and your verb, okay? So here, vous arrivez demain. You are arriving tomorrow. So the question is, are you arriving tomorrow? Start with arriver, okay? And then hyphenate the subject, vous. So then you see that the vous and arriver has been changed and hyphenated. Finish it with demain, you're arriving tomorrow. Just like this, question mark, end of story. Now it gets kind of difficult when you have a noun as a subject. You see in this one you have a noun right here, okay, compared to here where you have a pronoun, okay. So pronoun and a verb can be inverted very nicely, very easily, like right here. But when you have a noun, you cannot invert the noun, so you have to leave that at first. L'étudiante, okay, étudiante, leave it at the start, and then you invert oublie with what l'étudiante could be replaced for. L'étudiante is a female student, so then you would have to put L to replace it. However, you remember that when you have a verb that ends in E and a pronoun that follows that starts with a vowel, then you hyphenate that with a T to sound better. Okay, l'étudiante oublie-t-elle? That would be the way to go. Okay, and then you finish your question with le livre, just like this. Okay, question mark. Then let's do this one again here. La physique est utile. So here again, la physique is a noun. You can't invert it. You start with it, physique, like this. Okay, and then you use your verb next, and then la physique is feminine, right? You see, it's la physique right here. So then, what's the pronoun that could replace la physique? It's elle again. Okay, est-elle, and then after that you finish with your adjective is used for a question mark. Okay. Now for the number 10, you should memorize by heart that il y a means there is, and you ask the question with the inversion. It's like this: I a, til, spelled like this, and then deux salles de classe. So that y a-t-il, that's the inversion of il y a. I know it's different, it's odd, but that's the way to go. You have to make sure that it's the case. Okay. Now for this one, you have an inversion with a negation, and ne pas. That's the negation, right? Ils n'habitent pas à Québec. They don't live in Quebec. So to do the inversion with this, you start with the negation, habite. Okay, then you invert that with your subject. It's a pronoun, so no problem right here. Il, since it's hyphenated, you can't break it apart, and then pas comes after, and then you finish your question with à Québec. Okay, and then finally the inversion of c'est right here. You have to memorize that too. It's S. Okay, and then I'll let you finish that. Okay, I hope it helps. That's the first tutorial right here. If you still have a problem with it, just make sure you email me, alright? There you go.